Hello YouTube, Hoosier Archer here, and welcome to the Thirsty Thursday that almost didn't happen. Anyway, uh, another locally produced beer, Kentucky Ale, brewed in Lexington, Kentucky. And it says that this is a marriage of traditional English pale ale and Irish red ale styles. So I'm actually a little excited to try this because I've seen it on the store shelves quite frequently and then never got one. And then today it was in the one-off, so I decided that yeah, I'd go ahead and do a Thirsty Thursday with this. This day has just been absolutely uh, nuts. Um, my only day off this week, and it was just chock-a-block with stuff. But that's not what this video is about. So here we go. Relatively pleasant aroma. Does smell like ale rather than a lager. That's made to appeal to lager drinkers. Don't get me wrong, I rather like it, but it tastes a lot like a lager, although it definitely has the aroma of an ale rather than a pilsner or a lager. It'd be a nice hot day. It was we were back up into the 90s today, and I think I could have stood a couple of these to settle me down from the rushing around I was doing today. But I would not have been, there was no chance to do it anyway. But wow, that was more impressive than I thought it would be. Okay. Beer does not have salt in it, and I think their beer is fairly low in sodium actually. But some beers have a sort of salty note to them, and this one does. It's not an off-putting amount of salt, but there's some like salt, like the amount of salt on a lightly salted pretzel. It's a back note of saltiness, which I don't find unappealing, but that could also be something with my palate. And there are a couple of notes in the overall flavor that are less pleasant than others, but they're not off-putting. Uh, I think it has to do with the fact that they use the two different kinds of malt, the pale roasted and the red roasted malt. That's how you get the mixture of the pale ale and the... I think they don't exactly agree with every taste. Maybe that's just me. Because I can taste both of them, and they don't, sometimes a sip doesn't taste like they want to play well together. Uh, Very drinkable. recommendable, but not overly special. It's decent. It's good. It's enjoyable. But there's nothing wow about it. There's that's nice, and that nice gets you a 3.25, 3.25. Pardon me. Yeah, it's, if you like I'm trying to think of a beer that this tasted like, and it is kind of unique. If you're not big on ales, if you predominantly drink lagers, you might want to give this a try. It might change your mind about ales. And this is 5.34% by volume, I think. I believe that's what I read. It's very, very small print. So my eyes, even though they are getting ever nearer to 60, do still work. So far, everything still works. Well, never mind. Yeah, I can see drinking a few of these, watching a baseball game or hockey game, or playing cards, or sitting around a campfire. This would be a lot more pleasant than this would be a lot better drinkier than the Two Hearted Ale from a few weeks back. Although I didn't dislike that as much as the person. I think it was Kyle Lusk, but I'm not positive it was him because I can't find the comment anymore. But they said they've never seen anybody that liked the Two Hearted Ale, and I'm not going to say I liked it, but I didn't hate it. But this I can see drinking this again. I have a couple of friends I've seen that have had this in their cooler, but they've never offered me one, so that's why so I guess it must be a little bit on the expensive side. As I say, I bought this a one of, and I got 6 for $10 of 6 different things for my Thirsty 30 videos coming up here, and yeah, I can definitely recommend this. You might think this is the best beer you ever tasted. Me, it's somewhere in the middle, but it's definitely recommendable. It's definitely enjoyable, and I'm going to finish it and talk to you soon. God bless, happy trails, and watch your top knot.